play featuring the Detroit Pistons. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Jennings and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Minnesota. And it's Johnson in it, the small forward.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one. Real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Pistons on defense.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
To the left wing. Here's Houghton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Pistons passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Noel. And now Philadelphia on the break. Houghton with the ball. Right wing. Goes up the baseline. There's a screen by Houghton, no good. Ready to set the Pistons in a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Dishes it to Noel. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Ilyasova can't hit. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Okafor sets the pick for Houghton. And it's Covington atop the key. It's stolen by Johnson.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some Pistons offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. In the NBA draft combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friend.
The 76ers making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Morris is checked in for Ilyasova. Morris with the bucket.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jimmy.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Detroit on D. And he gets it to go.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
It's Jennings with the drive. And it's blocked. Okafor, the pass to Covington. Noel with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Thompson again missing. Pass to Drummond. Outside Jennings. Back to Morris. And Drummond kicks to Jackson. Morris with a screen on Thompson. Here's Jackson. Moves back up.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Jennings. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Jennings has got his first basket.
Nice piece of work there. Give yourself a little space and pull the trigger. This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Here's Covington. That ball. Great assist by Marshall.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. Both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, Cardinal.
The pass to Noel. It's tipped. Back to Okafor. And now here comes Marshall, leading the break. And Noel kicks to Thompson. Offline from the high post. Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated, and now the Spurs got the business before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston, Australia, from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while, on the national club. Johnson kicks to Morris. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone, as well as for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. That fella's wearing the rim out.
Stauskas is checked in for Hollis Thompson. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Detroit. Contavious Caldwell Pope comes in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Hope. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The 76ers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season.
Here's Drummond. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact, because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're...
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of
that. No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Jennings with the ball. And Roten picks him up defensively. Good on the shot. Now it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Stauskas, the pass to Sampson. Good work defensively by Morris. Philadelphia last year struggled in a number of ways, Greg. The big one was they couldn't make shots as a team. Very basic.
Kevin, lowest field goal percentage in the entire league, and by a wide margin. Hard to get any wins when that's the case.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or she'll give up points in a hurry.
Pistons leading by 5.
And, you know, the Sixers did end with the lowest field goal percentage in the league. Shot just under 41% on the season. Easily put them in last place, and you can't win if you shoot that poor.
Drummond. The shot is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Morris into the lane. Jennings with the ball. And Roten picks him up defensively. Jennings dishes to Drummond. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And guys, you would have hoped the 76ers would have improved over the course of the season, but really their shooting got worse after the All-Star break, dropping below 40%.
The drive by Jennings to the left wing. And Drummond kicks to Morris. Into the middle. Here's the dish to Drummond. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Morris passes to Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And there's the 3-second violation. Pistons with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Morris a screen. And Tony Roten gets the whistle there. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in. And Carl Landry has subbed in for Milwaukee. Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit. Reggie Jackson made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
Jennings dishes. Drummond. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And if you go back, remember Jackson struggled with the Pistons last year as well. The team went on a losing streak as soon as he got there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Philadelphia now. 7-point differential.
And Jackson will look for a fresh start this season. I mean, hard to play with all the drama and questions going in your head about pending free agency.
Back to Morris. No one near him. And that one goes out.
Honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Drummond the screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Hollis Thompson's checked in for the 76ers. Detroit also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jackson. Thompson kicks to Covington. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back. And somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor. But last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
The Pistons making a change here. Haynes is checked in. Landry passes to Covington. And the 76ers get it back. Second shot opportunity. And Landry lays it up and in. Landry's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Jennings kicks to Baines. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Jennings dishes to Caldwell-Pope. 6 on the shot clock. To end the drought. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And without a doubt, one of the biggest stars of the draft this past summer is Jahlil Okafor. He led Duke to the national title, a true center, kind of a throwback, if you will, that a team can build around for many years to come.
Andre Drummond's check in for Detroit. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Drummond having a terrific game. He's got 12 rebounds. He's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Jackson, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Now with Okafor, Greg, what makes him so good is how NBA ready he is. I mean, people talked about that from the time he stepped on the floor. Clark is smooth as it gets in the post, a very crafty score.
Yeah, he can handle his business down there. He's got great size and agility, and very polished in his low post game.
Covington kicks to Landry from 12 feet out. Rebound by Ilyasova.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's Roten. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Roten's got 7 points in the game. Now here's Jennings. He's covered by Roten. It's tipped. Just 3 on the clock. And Jackson with the block. Third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. Really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Tony Roten out there, Billy Thompson. And it's Covington in the 3 spot. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. For Detroit, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year. Eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They might be named after a car part, but the Pistons had a rough go of things on the road, Clark. They just had to use it. They just couldn't stay consistent away from home.
They couldn't. Only won 14 road games, and that number is not enough to get you to the playoffs.
Is checked in for Philadelphia. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And guys, for the Pistons, bad road record. A lot of it was due to their poor start on the road. Only managed to win one of their first 9 games, and that tends to take the confidence away from a young team.
5 on the clock. Warriors with his 2-9 break. Here's Johnson. Shoots off a screen. The feed to Stauskas. Jackson comes over with the double. Stolen by Jackson. Here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And then Johnson with the jam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Hey, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Johnson's got his second bucket. There's a screen by Noel. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Or most imposing wing player, but Stanley Johnson has incredible strength and really unmatched confidence. One reason why so many were high on him in the draft.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Jennings drives in. Here's Drummond. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old. And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that.
Well, I like the craftiness in this game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Pistons leading by 5.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
Detroit making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. And Okafor with the block. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing him, and that feeling turned out to be correct.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. The 76ers trail by 3. Sampson, the pass to Okafor. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Jackson, he's checked in for Detroit. Pass to Ilyasova. Pistons passing it around. Drummond. Here's Bullock for the 3. Count that one. Bullock's got 5.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding pass. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did.
Good on the second free throw. And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
And people wondered how did he bounce back from that knee. And I have to say, it was pretty good. I mean, finished 3rd in the voting for Rookie of the Year.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And Detroit has possession. Drummond is screen. Jennings dishes. Drummond. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the dunk like that.
This is it to Noel. And he banks in the layup. Noel's got 5 minutes.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. Smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, how about Ilyasova last season shooting the basketball? Always a decent threat to score. His improvements in efficiency were amazing. He increased his field goal accuracy from 41 to 47% in only 1 year.
Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. We were talking about his field goal percentage went up last season. It wasn't necessarily better shooting. It was probably better shot selection.
And I think the scheme played to his strengths. Lots of ball movement, penetration, kicking out to open, spot-up shooters. Ersan showed us that's his kind of game.
And the 76ers call time here. changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Okafor. And Hollis Thompson subbed in for Nick Stauskas. Roten kicks to Noel. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Noel passes to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Sampson gives to Noel. Deflected by Johnson. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Noel.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
And Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel, who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric, who played overseas, and now
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
Now, regarding Joel Embiid, the foot was not his only injury when he entered the draft. One season in Kansas, he battled both back and knee injury. Obviously, though he's very young, his durability is of some concern.
they should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
And when you make 5 in a row and close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Thompson in the corner. Here's the three. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. Drummond the screen. Here's Jennings. And the wide open shot for Morris. The third quarter comes to a close. Pistons ahead. Up by 6. Live from Philadelphia. You're watching 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Pistons leading by 6. On the court for the Pistons. Jennings and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Marcus Morris is out. Here with Andre Drummond. And it's Johnson in the small forward position. And the call will go against Hollis Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pistons with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Drummond the screen. Bullock dishes to Drummond. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Covington's shot is off.
Tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pistons leading by 11. Caldwell Pope It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jennings. Out to Thompson. Back to Noel. The 19-foot shot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places you could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Jackson, he's checked in for Detroit.
Pull the trigger.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Pistons lead by 13. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Detroit?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys. There's more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
3 on the clock. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he bailed him out with that foul. The shot clock was running low. He should have just held his ground and played straight up D and challenged the shot.
Here's Bullock. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pistons leading by 11. Outside Jennings. Morris right side. To the paint. Drummond a screen. Kept alive. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Stauskas is checked in for Hollis Thompson. And Detroit with a change here, too. Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Morris, left side. From outside the arc. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Johnson kicks to Morris. He feeds it to Drummond. On the wing, Jackson. Pistons passing it around. And Morris throws it down. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as we like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Kicks to Covington. He dishes it to Noel. From 13. Misses off the right iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And it's Okafor missing.
Well, at this stage, you might as well have a seat and get off the floor. They've got no chance in this one.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. That one is off.
Yeah, the Pistons ended last season with a record of 32-50. They played decently enough against the rest of the East and had 23 of their 32 wins against the Eastern Conference.
And some very quick points for him on that possession. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 17-5 run here.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
In Detroit last season against the East, played well for stretches. They couldn't find that consistency to climb the ladder in the East.
And they had a lot of changes going on, tons of transition for this group. But let's face it, they did play well down the stretch. A lot of wins against playoff teams from the East, and went 500 against Eastern playoff teams in their final 10 matchups.
Morris outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks to Roten. Noel with it. He's picked up by Drummond. It's stolen by Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. Another miss by Johnson. The 76ers trail by 20. To the wing on the left. They grab their own miss. Feeds to Roten. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Here's Johnson. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. Drummond the screen. Morris with the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Detroit.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Drummond. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Noel wide open. He fires. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. 17 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Morris with the screen for Jennings. Off target from outside. Dishes it to Johnson. No good from the wing. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.